Good evening.
Welcome to I Can't
Shop
Talk.
with Mimi and Russ live.
Sorry for the weird thing that I couldn't talk. They were laughing at me, giving me a hard time. Can you believe that?
That's right.
I can't talk or breathe. They're laughing.
I have to be the voice of Russ.
There you
So
go. Welcome to Shop with Mimi and Russ live.
welcome
Coming
everybody.
to you from my beautiful studio in North Raleigh. And tonight's going to be a fun night. We're going to talk about one of my favorite stones, emeralds.
Emeralds for the month of May, and it's his favorite stone because
My birthday.
somebody had a birthday last week.
Yep.
On Thursday, so happy birthday, Russ. We didn't go on last Tuesday because last Tuesday was our wedding anniversary, and then
Got a lot
Thursday.
going on in May, don't we?
We do, I know. We always tell these young people now, when you get married, really think about how close you are to things, because we have Mother's Day, and it's like boom, 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 anniversary, birthday.
It's card week for
But anyway, happy,
kids and parents.
yes, a lot of cards. So
That's right.
happy birthday. So we're going to be talking about emeralds. It's the birthstone of May, as Russ mentioned.
Beautiful stone.
We're not going to be doing a selling format tonight. It's just more of just a informational show.
Although, you might want to show that.
Well, I know you always pull something out of your back
Nope.
pocket.
We've been doing for the last several weeks. We had a special on a 1 carat round diamond solitaire pendant. Lab grown diamond, 1 carat, F color, so it's colorless, the top white, and it's VS in clarity, meaning under a microscope, is hardly anything there. It's just perfectly,
It's like dust.
yes, beautiful. Perfectly cut, ideal cut stone. And this is the last one we have of the special grouping that we had for sale. The last stone, the last pendant, set in 14 karat white gold and a bezel, and it floats on a 14 karat yellow gold chain. If you would prefer a white gold chain, we'll be happy to change it. But I love the contrast of how that yellow gold chain makes that diamond pop off of it even more.
I like it. Well, so versatile
Yeah.
to wear it too.
And it's a special price of
Special.
$995. That's the last one. So whoever wants a great deal on a 1 carat nice diamond pendant that we set right here in our studio, here it is, $995 for a 1 carat
Yeah,
diamond
we've had
pendant.
great response on these, and it looks so pretty in our new box. We've rebranded. We have a new logo, so we're getting all of these new things here.
Our new boxes look great. The color's fantastic.
Yeah, we're
Reminds me
excited
of
about it.
Tanzanite, which is another great stone.
Tanzanite, yes. So
Which I bought some great ones for them, by the way.
we also have Gabrielle here tonight. She has done her wonderful cocktail for Carrots and Cocktail segment, and tonight's cocktail
Isn't that
is
very
named a
Emerald Ambition.
Emerald Ambition.
Carrots and cocktails.
Carrots and
Isn't that cool?
cocktails. That's so cool.
That
Yes,
is very
she's
cool.
done such a good job. She puts a lot of time into researching what she wants to do and having it along with the theme. So
And the drinks are always very good. Matter of fact, I'm enjoying one she made right now. So
we appreciate you watching. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for joining us tonight. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are watching us on Facebook, thank you. And if you can share, just let people know we do business all over the country. This platform has allowed us to get out and into the United States, and we appreciate referrals and recommendations. And we have a lady who was in here this week who lives in Oklahoma. She said she watches us, so it's kind of cool.
yeah, it's very neat.
And we enjoy doing this, so we're glad. We appreciate people watching.
So please like and share. So let your friends know. And if you enjoy what we do, get some of your friends together on a Tuesday. Join us, and you can have a little bit of a cocktail party and watch us live. And you can egg each other on, and maybe you can find something that you and your friends can enjoy together, and buy some nice jewelry at the same time.
So we have Memorial Day coming up this weekend.
weekend.
Somehow, it's like April and May just flies by. We've noticed in Raleigh this week there's not as much traffic, so I'm imagining that people have taken the week off for Memorial Day into the long
Possible.
weekend. We'll be closed Monday, speaking of that, by the way. So I guess we can start off. Gabrielle, we'll go to do your segment, your Carrots and Cocktails.
There you go.
Emerald Enchantment.
Emerald Ambition.
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 But that's good. That rhymed a little better. So we go with enchantment. Emerald
Okay.
Enchantment. Here we go.
Okay.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Carrots and Cocktails. I am your host Gabrielle. Back in the studio mixing them up again today. We are going to do one in theming with our gemstone of the week, I guess. We're going to do emeralds. So this is emerald inspired, called the Emerald Ambition. It's green, if you couldn't guess. So you will first need a shaker. Get that ready. This is a gin-based cocktail with a little chartreuse. Chartreuse is, we don't know what's in it. It's a liqueur made in France by monks. There's tons of stuff in it. We'll never know. Only they know. But it's got these kind of licorice notes. It's herbaceous. It's earthy. I really can't describe it. But this is yellow chartreuse. Usually, well, this recipe calls for green chartreuse. If you can find it, grab it, buy it, because someone will buy it off of you. It is very hard to find. So we're going with yellow today. So we are going to need a 1/2 ounce of chartreuse. They're very close in color as far as the yellow and the green in the bottle. It can be often confused, but the green's just a little extra special. All right, 1/2 ounce of that. We're going to need 2 ounces of gin. Hendrick's is our favorite ever. We like the cucumber notes to this, which is going to be good. This is kind of a herbal cocktail, so the cucumberness will come through nice. All right, you're going to need simple syrup, 1/2 ounce, 1/2 ounce. Alrighty, and to make it even greener and a little more herbal, we're going to add basil leaves. So these are freshly picked from the garden. So give them a quick rip, get those oils released in there. And in the shaker, I have a few cubes of ice. I'll put a few more in there. I'll help break it up. Oh, and finally, can't forget this. Freshly squeezed lime juice. Can only be fresh. If you're going fresh with all these other ingredients, don't buy the bottled stuff. Do it for real. All right, mix her up. Should be good. Okay, so use whatever glass you like. I think my email said a coupe glass. Really, you need a highball glass or something of that nature. So I've got some big cubes in here. It is warm outside already. So these big cubes don't melt as long. It won't take as long to melt. So, all right, pour it in. And you might get a little bit of the basil floating in there. That's fine. But if you don't want anything on your teeth or anything, double strain it, but I'm gonna let it roll today. All right, and finally, we're going to top it with a little, don't explode, club soda. Pellegrino's a little more mild. All right, that is an emerald ambition, and let's garnish it too. Wake those little oils up with that basil right there. Okay, she's green, she's pretty. She's refreshing. I like her. Okay, if you want to make it at home, perfect for spring. Get ready to go into the summer months. All your basil should be blooming if you're gardeners at home. But this is very good. Do recommend. You could switch it out for any other liqueurs too you want. As far as gin, go for vodka, go for anything. It's a good one. All right, I'm gonna go finish this. See you next time. Bye.
There you go. Thank you, Gabrielle, for the Emerald Ambition. It's quite tasty. See, I get a nice glass.
I got a Toby Keith glass.
You should try this at home. A very refreshing drink.
Yeah, good job, Gabrielle. That's,
It is. Thank you.
I love anything with gin, and I love the nice herbaceous taste of that. That's very good.
Very refreshing. So let's get to
Let's
some
talk
of the
about
facts.
emeralds. Yes,
Some
if
of
you're
the
just
facts.
joining us, we're talking about emeralds tonight. Emerald is May's birthstone, and we're going to be showing loose stones and just giving you some information about emeralds. We're going to show you some pictures of some jewelry that we've made recently. And if you have any questions, please ask us in the comments.
Yep. And we've got some loose emeralds we're going to show. Matter of fact, I was very blessed today because one of my favorite salesmen came by who does really fine job with buying emeralds and selling them to us. And I got quite
He
a
has
few
nice
extra stones today.
Yeah, he has nice
It's really
things.
good. Beautiful
How
stones. I'm
timely
very
was that?
excited. So you'll get to see some of those emeralds tonight as well. And again, like Mimi said, if you have any questions or comment, please text us. We'll be happy to try to answer you, probably during the show or maybe even afterwards. And also tomorrow, you can check. We're going to probably post some pictures of emeralds. Again, emeralds come in various colors of green. From, like
Let's
lime
talk
green.
about the facts.
We're going to do that, but real quickly, we'll post a picture tomorrow about some of the different places that emeralds come from and the different color tones
Yes,
and characteristics, because those areas do affect the color and a lot of the qualities.
Not only are they mined in the world, but they're mined in North Carolina
They
too.
are. Actually, North Carolina's pretty famous for it.
Yes. All right, so we're going to talk about some amazing, surprising facts about emerald, which is May's birthstone.
Amazes me.
So as he just mentioned, emeralds are not always emerald green. Although it's a gemstone that is named after its color, as Russ mentioned, they come in a variety of hues. We'll put some, we've got some in a layout right here. We'll put them in the light box so you can see these are, tell us about these stones, Russ.
These are just some fun stones that I've been able to acquire over the many decades I've been doing this. Those are typically kind of some of the stones you'll see in some of the chain stores or basic mall stores, or sometimes of small mom and pops. They're really simple stones to sell because they're more price conscious. They're not quality conscious. But you can see there's a lot of variation there in color and also in sparkle. The little square stone up top is very vibrant and very bright. And it's a really pretty little emerald. It's really a nice stone. Whereas the one right below that is on the other side up top. The other one's kind of milky that's right below it that you see a lot of. It's a little lighter and paler in color. And again, the wonderful thing about emeralds and a lot of color stones is they do vary a lot in shades, and a lot of people like a particular shade. They don't necessarily want a deep dark one or a really light one. So it's fortunate that emeralds do come in lots of tones and saturation points of color. We're going to show you some here in a few minutes that are really, really nice quality.
Okay.
But you can also notice some of the darker inclusions in there. You'll see dark inclusions and white inclusions. A lot of the dark
All right, you're
ones
getting ahead of yourself.
tend to be old.
We're going to talk, we're
There
going
you
to
go.
talk about that.
Maybe he's going to talk about some of the reasons why they
All
look
right.
like that.
Okay.
We don't carry those.
Surprising fact number 2, for emeralds, the cut is the key.
Yes.
So emerald cut has a cut named after what it is, the emerald. It's a beautiful cut for emeralds. It shows that color. Emeralds are not high refractive stones, so they're not sparkly like diamonds or blue zircon. So it's just a fabulous classic cut that was developed over a long period of time.
And actually, I believe that the emerald cut shape, having the long facets, actually makes them more durable, because if you got little small facets, small corners, that's be more susceptible to damage, where these longer, flat faceting arrangements don't, push that problem. Like
And it's an iconic shape. To this day, we still work with emerald cut diamonds, emerald cut emeralds. I've got a emerald cut kind of modified blue zircon personally. So
I've got a picture of a ring that we just did with an emerald cut diamond and emeralds with it at the same time.
That's right. We'll show that tonight.
okay, all right. Fact number 3: emeralds are rarer and often more expensive than diamonds.
Correct. If you have a very, very high quality, clean emerald, emeralds tend to be a little more included. And when you find one that's not included, the price can be astronomical, especially from Colombia.
Right, because the mines are not constant. So they're the Muzo mines, some of the mines they were harvesting some of the most exquisite emeralds in history. They're just obsolete now. So
Yep.
who knows? Tomorrow they may find a whole new find. But typically the nicer stones came from South America, from Central America. But they do find emeralds all over the world. Okay. Fact number 4: emeralds are the go-to gem for the royal set. So I'm an Anglophile. I love looking at the crown jewels. As a matter of fact, I went to London years back, and the day before I left, I had to go to the Tower of London to see the jewels, and I went by myself. And they were very nice to me. I was kind of loitering, and they were kind of trying to speed me up. And I said, "No, I am a jeweler from North Carolina. I just really want." So they were very nice, and they let me sit there and take it all in. But going back in history, it was wonderful. Going back in history, Cleopatra reportedly loved emeralds. Mentioned the British crown jewels, and lots of movie stars have loved emeralds as well. Whether they're not royalty, but some people consider
Elizabeth Taylor had a beautiful stone. I remember that.
So we're going to show, here it says, Elizabeth Taylor, Queen of the Silver Screen, famously cherished beautiful emerald jewelry. Her stunning emerald pendant sold for an eye-watering $6.1 million in 2011.
And today it'd probably be a lot more than that. Emerald prices like sapphire and ruby right now have really been going up a lot. In the last year, there've been around 30% increases in those gemstones. So that's why it's important for us to be able to know, the right qualities and the right prices. And we have to shop. And we have, fortunately, some very, very good people that we work with who work directly with a lot of the miners and the manufacturers overseas in Asia. So we've got really good sources, and we feature a lot of high quality stones. We don't carry average, poor quality stones that are going to be problems. And Mimi's a certified gemologist, and we can make sure that everything you're purchasing is a quality stone.
Absolutely.
It has to be.
It has to be to come from Brummett Studio.
Especially
All
with
right.
emerald. You want a good stone.
Gabrielle asked her to put up, she has a picture of Princess Eugenie. This is Fergie and Andrew's daughter when she was married. I think it's one of the most stunning crowns in the crown jewels with the emeralds and the diamonds. Is supposedly one of the most expensive crowns in all of the crown jewels. But I thought that was so stunning on her with her dark hair and her dark eyes. Beautiful.
That is very, very gorgeous.
Yes.
I wonder how
Okay.
heavy it is.
All of those crowns are supposedly very heavy.
Platinum. Yes.
Give you a headache by the end of the day wearing them.
A lot of them are actually made so you can kind of disassemble them and minimize them or wear them as different pieces too, but that one is particularly beautiful. All right, fact number 5, emeralds may give you more bang for your buck than diamonds. So a carat of a gemstone is calculated using its weight. So we refer to like a 1 carat diamond, a 1 carat emerald, but carat for carat, emerald comes out on top when compared to diamonds, because a 1 carat emerald will be a larger stone than a 1 carat diamond, as diamond is more dense than emerald. Did you know that?
They do.
So-
A carat and a half emerald looks huge in most cases. An emerald cut that's a carat and a half looks very, very large.
That's right. And then the last thing, he kind of touched on this a little bit about emeralds are not all about clarity. There's inclusions in emeralds referred to as jardin or jardiniere, the French word for garden. As a gemologist, when I look in an emerald and I see the natural inclusions, I'm like, oh, it's like the angels. But when you look at synthetically grown emeralds, you have to look at other traits to separate them from natural stones.
You
But
look for consistent gas bubbles and
that's the
growth
cool.
marks.
The cool things about emeralds is there can have a 2-part or a 3-part inclusion, which means they know which mine it came from and which part of the world. So it can be like a little gas bubble, like the shape of a capsule pill, and it may have 2 little bubbles inside. And so you can, if you know enough about emeralds, you can look at those natural inclusions and even know where it's from.
pretty crazy.
They can't talk, but you can look at their inclusions.
They've seen enough to know all that.
Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Brummett, show us some.
Well, let's have some. You were talking about color. I want to show 2 absolutely beautiful pairs, right? If you'll put those in a light box right there, we'll talk about those real quickly. Just got these today from my friend Ben. Here are a beautiful pair of round, matched at 5mm stones. Excuse me. They're 0.83 total weight, so a little under a carat total weight. Beautiful, excuse me, beautiful saturation of color. These also are very transparent and very clean. There's not a lot of inclusion that's eye visible in these stones
really
at
pretty.
all. They're beautiful.
Very, very beautiful.
That rich, deep green that everybody likes that has a little bit of a yellow hue to it. These are $3,900. They're beautiful stones.
Each pair is $3,900.
No, the
The
round
rounds.
pair.
Okay, they're so pretty. They're very sparkly.
The other pair, they're ovals and they're a very desirable size in the sense they're 7x5. Those are a carat 35 total, and this is what I was really excited about. Those are only $2,700 for the pair.
Wow, they've got that classic rich emerald color.
It's that deep green. They're not as brilliant, as sparkly as the smaller rounds, but they have that dense green color that people want. And as Mimi mentioned in the facts there, color is the key. It's not clarity, it's color. So if you're interested in a really deep, rich green, Those ovals are a wonderful pair, and they're super value at $2,700.
That'd make a fabulous pair of earrings. Dress those up.
Really, if they would drop and dangle and move a little bit, beautiful.
Yellow gold.
Which pair do you like the best, Gabrielle?
Sparkly wise, I love the rounds.
The rounds are really twinkling, aren't they?
But color wise, that saturation on the ovals is really pretty too. If you want a true emerald bang color, that's it.
Here's a couple more to put in there. I'll show you. This other round pair right here is probably the finest pair match I've seen in years. They're super high quality. We found another round to go with it, so I was sitting here thinking, well, someone who really wants to have a very special anniversary this month or birthday or just wants to have something nobody else has got, here would be a great pair of earrings and a pendant. The single stone is a carat 26, so it's a carat and a quarter, and the two match stones are a carat 34 total weight. To give you an idea of price, we have some special prices on these we're offering. The suggested retail on the single stone by itself, carat 26, is $4,790. Our price on this stone is only $3,900. We don't have to mark them up. Here's a carat 34, and the two stones, they retail for $11,390. Those are $8,400. You're going, wow, $11,000. Yes, because that's a pair of emeralds that you're going to be very difficult to see anywhere else other than right here, right
And
now.
that's the type of thing you would pass down to the next generation.
That's what people
Those
buy
are
and collect.
Yes, very collectible.
You can wear them, enjoy them, hand them down, and they'll continue to go up in value. Again, like we said, last year alone, these stones have gone up somewhere around 30% on the average. There's not many things you can do that with. But, you know, if you want to enjoy something beautiful, that right there is the finest set of emeralds I've had in quite a while.
They're beautiful. They're not, oftentimes you see in the average stores, these stones are hazy. They're what we refer to as sleepy. And these just have got beautiful, crisp color, even with the inclusions.
Yep.
Very nicely done.
Now,
Nice, good one.
Here's a couple larger stones I want to show you. Here's, as Mimi was discussing earlier, the classic emerald cut shape. Here's a beautiful stone that is 2.5 carats. Beautiful emerald cut shape, more of the squarish, it's not elongated, which is a really nice shape on most hands. That stone is 2.5 carats, and it's $89.95, a super good value. Those stones like that usually is somewhere around 4,000 a carat, period. So when you multiply that times 2.5, you're looking at way over $10,000, $12,000. And the cushion cut, which is a really pleasing shape for most people because it's not as hard edged as the emerald cut, but it has more of an elongation effect to it. It has an emerald cut feel to it, but a little softer. That stone's a carat 92, so it's right at 2 carats, and it's $74.90.
Wow, those are. I love a cushion cut. You know that about your wife, but I'd have a really hard time picking between these two stones.
They're both absolutely incredible
Those are-
stones.
They are gorgeous.
Open the box and lay it on top of your hand. People get an idea of what
The
size.
the square one would be stunning with some diamonds on the side and a ring. It would lend itself really nicely to designing with traps or
Trapezoids, or matter of fact,
caddy cuts.
some other emerald cut diamonds on either side. So just have a classic 3-stone, or you could do an emerald cut diamond on the side, and then you could do a tapered baguette off of that. Kind of step it down with the diamonds, but as you can see, those are incredible stones.
Those are beautiful. Good find, Mr. Brummett.
Yep, very excited. One last thing I want to show. When we were discussing this earlier this morning, one of our top clients
Top fan.
and our top fans, she said, if you're going to do emeralds tonight, you want to show my ring? We went, yes, that is a beautiful ring. Look how pretty that emerald is, and then with those diamonds. The diamonds really make that emerald green pop. Typically, I love to see emeralds in yellow gold, and that has the yellow gold shank, but they really put the emerald in the white prongs. A lot of times we do the prongs even in yellow are right next to those white diamonds, but what a pretty ring that is.
It's
Again,
beautiful.
That's one of those, as you said earlier, Hollywood showstoppers, I guess.
That's beautiful. There's
Very elegant
stones
ring.
everywhere. And I've always loved emeralds and diamonds together because that's my birthstone and your birthstone. I'm diamond, you're emerald. So maybe you need to make me an emerald and
I was
diamond
waiting
ring.
for that.
I knew something was gonna happen there, yeah.
All right.
Not a problem.
So we appreciate her for sharing that with us.
You wanna show that picture of the emerald and diamond
Oh, I remember
will.
that.
ring we put up a little?
I will. I was going to see if I can put this in the camera real quick. I don't know if anyone remembers Angelina Jolie in
Are you on that
2009.
camera?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
She wore these at the Academy Awards. They're 115 carats of emeralds. $2.5 million. Those pretty.
I remember she walked in on those and my jaw just dropped.
115 carats of emeralds. I will always remember those earrings.
Look at them
stunning.
glowing, like a neon
They're
light.
insane.
I think she had that dress on that year too with the thigh slit, the high thigh slit that everybody was just going nuts over. But
We-
those,
We can look that up again.
the earrings or the dress.
Oh,
Okay, let's
It was
show
a
an
nice
emerald and diamond ring.
All right. So we're gonna let Gabrielle's gonna put up some pictures of some pieces that we've made, and we're gonna let Russ tell you a little bit about them.
here's a piece we recently finished for one of our top fans, our dear client and dear friend, actually. This one had it featured a radiant cut diamond, which is an emerald cut shape typically, but it has more faceting, so it twinkles a little bit more like a round diamond would. And we flanked that with two beautiful emerald cut emeralds that we got actually from the same gentleman that I showed you the stones today. We bezel set this, which is a real clean way to do it, no prongs. Big bowl look, clean but simple at the same
But
time.
easy to wear the
It's
way
so
you
easy to
designed
wear.
it. It's clean lines, nice protected edges.
Mhm.
See,
A lot of work to set though.
it's very.
Here's another ring that we finished last year. This was part of one of our signature collection pieces that we do. Each year we try to do a group of select pieces. We take certain gemstones that are just very highly prized that we love, and we build something special with it.
But
That
you're
was-
inspired by them too.
Exactly. That piece was built for that particular stone. It's one of a kind. We're not going to reproduce that design again.
Yeah.
Beautiful emerald, and we flanked it with baguettes kind of coming running down the side in platinum and 18 karat yellow
Yeah.
gold.
It had good weight to it. It felt really
Beautiful. Yeah,
good.
the platinum just made it have such a luxe feel. I love the yellow gold prongs on that emerald. And we bought that suite of stones. They have to all be cut at the same time.
Perfectly matched. It was a beautiful ring. And here's another ring we did. The customer had the pear-shaped emerald, and it was kind of with basic baguettes down the side. And it was, to her, she said, plain and boring and too traditional. She wanted something that had more of a statement to it, so we did that. Came up with something a little bit more unique, added extra diamonds to it, made it a little bit wider, and gave it some dimension. And it came out very nice.
I know, I love a pear shape.
Yeah. Here's another fun little ring. Again, this was a gentleman came in and his fiancée-to-be said she didn't want a diamond, she wanted a beautiful emerald. So we came up with this ring featuring the emerald cut and put the diamond, kind of a diamond halo around it. We did all that in platinum, and then again, 18 karat yellow gold on the shank. That was a beautiful stone, wonderful color. Unfortunately, the picture kind of washes it a little bit. If you see it on the
Yeah,
hand,
it's not the best
It's a
picture.
little darker on it. Have you got a picture on the hand? There you go. It's a little darker on this.
No,
on the hand.
not the exact, but different ring, but similar.
Okay.
The both of these, the bride just chose to wear the ring, no wedding band. So this,
That was another one we just recently did.
yeah, this is
We've
the
got
one that
two
has
nice emerald rings.
the caddy cuts. So it's got the halo, and the ones flanking the side are called caddy
Okay,
cuts.
like that one.
Like
So
the
it looks
Cadillac emerald.
Looks like the Cadillac. Every time I say a Cadillac, I would think of jewelry. And that's a really pretty piece. Is that the violinist stone? I think so.
I think
It's
so.
kind of flipping back and forth.
What I do love
Three-step.
about, if you notice all these rings, when you put those white diamonds next to those emeralds, they really, really pop.
They're beautiful together. Just like us.
Perfect.
Yes. Emerald, May, and April Diamond.
There you
Pretty
go.
like us.
You got any more facts? Did you go through all your facts?
Let's see. There might have been one more. Let's see. I didn't write. We are. Let's see. I think that's about it. Well, about history too. Oh, this was interesting. Some kind of when I used to go to the elementary schools and do a gemology lesson, and the younger the kids were, it's like you would hold up a greenstone and go, "What's the greenstone?" They go, "Diamond." "What's the bluestone?" "Diamond." So when they get a little older, you can get into a little more facts. But I always thought it was so interesting what our ancients in the world considered and thought of colored gemstone jewelry. So I found this is in this article. Perhaps it comes back to their stunning green color, but emeralds have been mined for over 4,000 years and are associated with an impressive list of mystical powers and uses. They were considered a symbol of eternal youth by the ancient Egyptians, who liked to be buried with them. So I would imagine that's why Cleopatra had a thing for emeralds. Romans thought gazing into them was useful to relieve stress or eye strain.
Let me stare at this one. That's a big one.
I guess, why not, right? And green was also the color for Venus, the Roman goddess of love and beauty. Ancient legends also claim that placing an emerald under the tongue would reveal truth, allow a person to foresee the future, and protect against evil spells.
Wow.
Sorry, so open up.
No, thanks.
We're not,
No, thanks.
you don't want to put one under your tongue? That's a little extreme right there.
Wacky there.
Yes.
Do you know how big the world's most expensive and flawless emerald would be?
Biggest and flawless?
Biggest and flawless.
Does it have a
and the
name?
original owners were the Rockefellers.
Oh. It has a name?
Well, they call it the Rockefeller Emerald because it is I guess they owned it first and
Yeah.
popular name. But still today, 18 carats worth 5.5 when this article was written.
Wow.
Flawless 18 carats.
5.5 million. Wow. They can be up there. Again,
That's
one of the
interesting.
rarest gemstones in the world.
Yes.
Especially to find one clean like that. Wow.
It was originally designed around a brooch by Van Cleef and Arpels. But we don't know what it is
Beautiful.
now.
I'm reading a very interesting book right now about Rudolf Diesel, who invented the diesel engine, and it's actually talks about the Rockefellers a lot in the book, but just that whole turn from the 18th century to the 19th century and the industrial age. So if you need a good book to read, it's Mystery of Rudolf Diesel. He died mysteriously, and Megan Kelly's husband wrote the book.
Kind of
I
like
don't know
Tesla died kind of mysteriously. Huh?
Yes, they kind of got thrown off a luxury liner.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I'm not a big Motorhead person, but I've learned about the Benz family and the Rockefellers and J.P. Morgan and all these people. It's really interesting.
It's fun
But I
stuff
love
to hear
history too.
I
So
do too. I love history.
Yeah.
So again,
Okay.
if you love emeralds, we've got a beautiful collection right now. If there's something you've always dreamed about as a piece of jewelry containing an emerald, let us help design it for you. Create something special, make your dreams come true. And also keep in mind that over the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about different gemstones. I think next week we might be talking about sapphires.
Yeah.
And again, people think sapphires, they think of, oh, sapphires, they're blue. I love blue sapphires. Sapphires come in every color of the rainbow, and we've got a lot of different colors. So we're going to go over some of that with you and show you some incredible sapphires next week. So tune in. Stay tuned next week.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us tonight. We're Russ and Mimi, your concierge jewelers here in Raleigh.
Don't forget, go to our website. Check it out.
Check out our website. We've got new pictures on our website and our
New jewelry.
Just had a
New
big
jewelry.
photo shoot, so that's right. We
Yeah,
did.
and new jewelry. Our Etsy platform has really been doing great too. So we're just got it all out there. If there's anything we can do for you, please get in touch with us. Our number is 919-900-8462. You can call us while we're here. If we're not here, you can text us, and we will be happy to help you. A lot of weddings and things going on, a lot of anniversaries. So
Oh, yeah. That
we-
time of year.
we appreciate y'all joining us tonight, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. It's your time for Shop with Mimi and Russ Live.
Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next week. God bless you.
Man, happy birthday.
Thanks very much.
Another year.
Another year.
Good night.
Good night.